Good morning, traders and investors. Dale Sucker with the Trader Boys. Morning update. We have the markets continuing their fall here this morning. We've got news releasing on the markets right now, so you can see these markets jumping around like crazy. So right now we're currently down. We'll see how this settles out after the news kind of pans out here. But we've had initial jobless claims coming out, 1.4 million. So we've had about 46 million people since March claim now unemployment. So here's the actual numbers: 1.58 million. 46 million people claimed since mid-March unemployment. So that's a big number. The other number this morning was we had the interest in was GDP. Prior was negative 5%. We got a negative 5% of GDP again. Consumer spending is down 6.8%, and the price index is up 1.4. So not looking too good. We're in the top end of the range in all of these here. So there's your GDP report. Markets are jumping. Now oil is down at 37.50, down another 67 cents here this morning. Gold has dropped slightly. Now gold is in our demand area. So let's go to the charts and check out where we're at, what's going on here. There's a lot to cover here this morning. So here's the S&P on the daily time frame. And on the daily time frame, we're still in an established uptrend. We have a lower pivot high here, but as long as we stay above this pivot low here, we can then make a new pivot high and continue that uptrend. Now, when we go over here and we look at this on a 4-hour time frame, on the 4-hour time frame, we've just gone to a new low. Right? And coming into that new low, we're now into an established downtrend on the 4-hour time frame. So we're kind of on the edge here of where we're going to do, what's going to happen. We hit this demand level here, and that provided some support to bounce up. We've now broken through that. Now this here is going to act as demand, because for this to go up, there had to be no more sellers in the market here. So there's unfilled buy order sitting here. Now that's not a strong level. Really, I'd be expecting the market to get down into this demand level down here before we start to see some upward projection. On the Russell 2000, Russell 2000 came up, supply level up top here, found support of the trend line, broke through that trend line. Now look at these trend lines; they're crazy how much support they provide. And the Russell is also into this level of demand. Again, not a very good, strong, solid level of demand, but it is there. I'd expect the Russell 2000 to come down into this level, and the Russell 2000 is in a downtrend here at this point in time. So we're looking for a buy coming up to 1344 on the Russell. On the Nasdaq is still in an uptrend. Right? Pivot low, right, into the pivot high, to the pivot low, to the pivot high, into the pivot low. It's found demand right in here, right at the 9900 mark. Again, at the trend line. And look at the support coming off this trend line. So we're in this area of demand here on that trend line, and ideally we'd like to see this come down lower, or even lower into here would be preferable. And then we can look for some long setups, right, to trade the market in the upward direction. We've got the VIX, with the expectation of the market dropping lower. If the VIX breaks above yesterday's high right here, we'll be looking for the VIX to come in around the 42, 43 area, and that'll get all the markets we just looked at into those lower demand areas. We stack all those odds in our favor, and that's going to be a beautiful long setup for the next few days. So ideally, I'd be looking for the market to drop and then look for the entry to get long the markets. You get your 10-year bonds right up into supply here. We know the supply here is an absolute, because we had the fall away here, and as the markets are falling, the money's coming into the bond market, pushing it into the supply level. So the bonds are telling us to go for the bonds to fall and the markets to rise. Here's gold. Gold has just dropped into our demand level here on the 1-hour time frame. So let's come to the daily time frame just real quick so you can see what's happening here. Gold cleared out the resistance here. Saying all the sellers out, pushed to a new high. Right, now it's dropped back into this area here. This is our demand level. So gold is a go to buy right now. And we're looking for the next few days for gold to run, even longer term transactions for gold to run. So gold is also give us the indication that the markets can come lower, but this would be a great longer term investment on the gold market, and we got very limited risk here with a massive upside potential on gold. Let's look at the oil markets. In oil is almost down to our daily time frame demand level. This should put the new low in oil, and then we can look for oil to push to around the 47 mark here in the next couple of weeks. So oil is very, very close to a buy setup. Exxon is looking to open right around 43.70 this morning. So deep inside this demand level, and if oil bounces off that demand level, Exxon will bounce right out of this demand, and oil markets can carry Exxon right up into this 55 area. So there's a phenomenal opportunity here for a longer term position. So Exxon is a go right now. Let's look at big names in. Here's Apple. Not too much to report on Apple. Apple's looking to open 360.76 right now, so slightly above yesterday's close. So right in here. So not too much to report on Apple. If you're in Apple, remain in Apple, holding that position. I mean, Apple it can really come back all the way down to here, find demand. There's going to be a little bit of demand in here on Apple. Amazon is up, and Amazon is looking to open at 27.37. So basically right around the close of the market there yesterday. If you're still holding Amazon, remain holding Amazon. And Netflix has some demand right in here. So next, Netflix had that big breakout and surge. There's some demand right in here on Netflix. Right? So made to the new highs, nice little retracement, nice little opportunity coming in here on Netflix. If the markets can retrace just that little bit, we'll get Netflix to drop. Netflix is looking to open at around 458, so slightly higher. We've got Facebook. Nice big drop there yesterday. Get back into these lows in here, and you've got an opportunity to get into some Facebook. Facebook's going to open at 234.40, so right around where it closed there yesterday. And the last one here, Microsoft. Microsoft has demand right in here. Right, Microsoft is looking to open 197.12. Slightly lower, so right at this demand levels where Microsoft is looking to open. If you don't have any or own any Microsoft just yet, there's an opportunity for you right there. This is Dale Sargent. Have a phenomenal trading day. Be ready. It's looking like it's going to be a little volatility in the markets today, so that's a great thing. Enjoy your day.